I am going to open WhatsApp group so that you can share your responses of I can and I can't. That is called the circle of control. I hope you all have done the task, and if you have done the task, then you please share your circle of control in the group. Okay. The circle of control, that what we are capable of doing and what we cannot do, what is not in our control. Thank you very much. I can see many people are sharing. Okay, wonderful. Sharia, Zainab. Oh, Asna, you have decorated it nicely. It's really good to see Asna. And then Ishan has completed. That's really nice to see. What about others? What about my Kumaria? Anjani Kumari, where is your task? Farhin Idrisi, thank you. Abdur Rahman, thank you very much. अंजनी कुमारी, आपके लोग कहाँ हैं, दोस्त कहाँ हैं, सब सीता कुमारी वगैरह सब कहाँ हैं, और टास्क कहाँ है आपका? अंजनी, अंजनी आपका टास्क किधर है? आपने ये सर्कल ऑफ कंट्रोल किया कि नहीं किया?
कर लिए मैम।
तो फिर शेयर करो ना ग्रुप में, उसका फोटो क्लिक करके ग्रुप में शेयर करो।
यस मैम।
और आपके और फ्रेंड्स कहाँ हैं? वो लोग क्यों इतनी देर से आते हैं?
आई डोंट नो मैम।
Taha, where is your task? Have you come done? Taha, have you made the circle of control?
नो मैम।
क्यों भाई, कल भी बेटा आपका काम नहीं हुआ था शायद।
मैम लेकिन मैं जब देखता हूँ तो नहीं रहता काम।
नहीं, आपने वीडियो नहीं देखा? ये वीडियो जो सुबह मैंने शेयर किया है, ये देखिए, जैसे ही सुबह हुई आज, ठीक है, जैसे ही सुबह हुई, टुडे देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे ग्रुप में टुडे लिखा हुआ है। इसका मतलब ये है कि टुडे के बाद का जितना भी मैसेज है वो आज का है। तो इसमें मैंने ये शेयर किया, वेलकम टू लीड हाउस डे 2। फिर मैंने शेयर किया ये यूट्यूब का वीडियो, उसमें नीचे लिखा मैंने टुडेज चैलेंज, यानी कि ये टुडेज चैलेंज है। उसके बाद मैंने ये क्वेश्चंस डाले और मैंने लिखा कि डिस्कशन क्वेश्चंस फॉर द इवनिंग क्लास। तो ये क्वेश्चंस अभी हम डिस्कस करेंगे। our mentor will come just now. Alka Chata ma'am is the mentor for today's class, so she will come and she will discuss these questions. और ये जो YouTube का वीडियो है, ये वीडियो आपका टास्क था। Discuss in details that how our wheel of life is not a perfect circle. Some aspects of life we lack control, that is beyond our limit. So for them, I choose to let go of these things. While some other things are under our control, them and outside my control, and things that I can control, like my thoughts are under my control, my emotions, my efforts, then my life, or what other people and how other people react, all and wasting my time and going to help us. Today, what we are going to do is that we have to take a piece of paper and there we have to draw a circle. Inside the circle, we have to write that what I can control, and outside the circle, we have to write that what I can't control. And then we have to introspect ourselves, we have to observe our own life, and then we have to jot down the things that what we can control and what we cannot control. Our purpose is that we have to focus on the things that we can control so that we can strengthen them, we can improve them, we can improve by those strength of ours, and we can improve our life. While the things that we cannot control, we have to leave them because we cannot help it out. Like suppose somebody has very bad parents, and then naturally they cannot change it. The parents are parents, and we were not given the choice of selection of parents. Or maybe if somebody lives in a village or in a town or in a city that has very bad climatic condition, then naturally we cannot change the climate. It's not in our hand. For that, we have to have a mass drive so that everybody can work upon that to change this. So in this way, there are certain things that is not in our control. So instead of focusing on that we cannot do, we have to focus on that we can do. And in this way, we can improve our life and we can improve our wheel of life into a perfect circle. So wish you all the best and see you in the evening in the lead. ताहा बेटा, ये है तो टास्क दिया हुआ साफ साफ यहाँ पे कि एक पेपर लेना है, उसमें सर्कल बनाना है, उसमें आई कैन कंट्रोल लिखना है और फिर जो चीजें कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं वो लिखना है, जो नहीं कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं वो लिखना है। देखिए आपके दोस्तों ने यहाँ पे ये बना के डाला भी है। ये देखिए, ये शरिया ने डाला है, व्हाट आई कैन कंट्रोल, व्हाट आई कैन नॉट कंट्रोल। ओके Sharia, can you tell a few things that you can control and you cannot control?
Yes, ma'am, I can tell. So, ma'am, what can I control? I can control, like, I can control my behavior, how I behave. I can control how I act with others. I can control my emotions. And I can control, like, I can control my thoughts, my words, what I say. I can control those things. But I cannot control others' emotions. I cannot control others' actions, others' thoughts, what they think. I cannot control their thoughts, but I can control my thoughts. I cannot control others' thoughts, but I can control my efforts.
Very good. If you like Sharia's thoughts, please give a clapping, or you can show your thumbs up, your heart, or anything in the reactions so that Sharia will be motivated. Yes, very good. Now let's move to the next. Zainab. This is Zainab's circle of control. Zainab, would you like to speak about this? Where is Zainab? Yes, Zainab. आप इसके बारे में बताइए बेटा, जो आपका सर्कल ऑफ कंट्रोल है, क्या चीजें आप कंट्रोल कर सकती हैं और क्या नहीं कर सकती हैं?
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, other people actions, other people words, other people thoughts, how other people react, other people behavior, other people mistakes, other people feelings, other people opinions.
Cannot control.
Ma'am, they cannot control. Ma'am, things I
Very
can
good.
control. My thoughts, my emotions, my effort, how I react, my life, my time, my word, my actions, my present, my behavior.
Very good. Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, now let's move to the next. Yes, Abdul Rahman. Now next is Ishan. Yes, Ishan. Is Ishan here? Yes. Yes, Ishan.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. So first of all, I can control my own action, what I do, and I cannot control what other people do. And secondly, I can control my own thoughts, what I think now, and I cannot control other people's own thoughts. Then I can control my health, and I cannot control other people's health. Also, I can control my work schedule when I have to do it, and I cannot control what other people's work schedules. And I control my emotions, how I am, and I cannot control other people's emotions. And also how I can control my choice, what I have to choose, and I cannot control what other people choose. I control my mindset, and I cannot control other people's mindset.
Very good, Ishan. Very good. Well said. Now, Asna, will you please explain your circle of control?
Yes, ma'am. So first I'll explain what I can't control. I can't control others people's feelings or others actions, others emotions, others behavior, others ego. ego, but I can control my ego, my attitude, my behavior, and my health, my love for others, my spirituality, my opinions, and my attitude, etc.
Very good, Asna. Well done. Now, let me ask Farheen. Farheen, will you please explain your circle of control?
Yes, ma'am. What I can control? I control my reactions, my forgetfulness, and my opinions, my attitude, and my love and my study. I affect what I cannot control. Other people's attitude, others' behavior, others' actions, others' feeling, what others people think, what opinions I can't control.
Well done. Very well said. Now, our mentor for this evening has already come. We will take this last one from Abdul Rahman, and then I request Alka ma'am to speak a few words. Yes, Abdul Rahman. Where is Abdul Rahman? Yes. Yes, Abdul Rahman, please explain your circle of control.
Okay, Maraji.
I can control sleeping, eating more chocolate, playing for long hours, seeing cartoons, doing more mistakes in exam. I not control. When my cousins were fighting, wearing new clothes, coloring, loving my mom. Thank you.
Oh, so cute. So cute, Abdul Rahman. MashaAllah. MashaAllah, it is so innocent. अलका मैम बस लास्ट के दो रह गए, दो ले लें फिर आप बोलिएगा. ठीक है, चलिए. अंजनी कुमारी प्लीज आप बताइए आप क्या कंट्रोल कर सकती हैं और क्या नहीं कर सकती हैं. अंजनी कुमारी.
यस मैम.
आप बताइए क्या कंट्रोल कर सकती हैं और क्या नहीं. क्या क्या चीजें आपके कंट्रोल में है और क्या चीजें कंट्रोल के बाहर है.
First of all, I can control things. I can control my thoughts, my emotions, my words, my actions, my presence, my opinions, and I can't control other people's actions, mistakes, other people's feelings, their opinions, and their thoughts.
Very good, Anjani. Very good. Well said. Now this is the last sharing by Nadia Khan. Yes, Nadia. Nadia Khan.
Ma'am, she is not here.
Okay, she is not here. So thank you very much for your sharings. And now may I request, okay, Mr. David, what you can control, what you cannot control, please.
Okay, I just wanted to add a little comment that you can't control other people as was listed time and time again, but you can influence them. For example, if you're nice to your mother is likely to be nice to you, but if you're not nice to her, she won't be nice to you. Okay, to use Abdul's example. If you are having a discussion with a teacher, if you're negative to the teacher is more likely to be harder on you. So your attitude and your behavior towards other people will influence them. It can't control them, but it can influence them in a positive or negative way. So you have that choice to influence them positively. And that's up to you. And if you don't use that choice wisely, then you might have negative reactions. So remember that. Even though you can't control what they do, you can certainly influence them in a positive way towards you. Okay? Back to you, Doctor.
Beautiful, beautiful thought. that we cannot control other people's thought, but we can influence them by our behavior, by our dealing with them. We can influence them. Yes, so now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Dr. Alka Chadha. Dr. Alka Chadha is an author, a doctor, a motivational speaker, and she is a great philanthropist. And she has done so much that if I'm going to speak about that, then the entire session will be only speaking about her. So let's listen to Alka ma'am now.
So thank you so much, ma'am. These kids, they have just stolen my heart with the words that they have spoken so beautifully. And when I was of their age, I never had this much of knowledge. And kudos to you, Halima, that you're doing all this work, and these are the intangible riches that the kids are generating in themselves, and they should be proud of these intangible riches. So during the pandemic, we have seen that so much trauma has happened, and there is not a single person on this earth who has not gone through a little bit of trauma. And that is the time we realized that our vision, these qualities, our value systems, and positivity especially, a positive mindset especially, is one thing which has kept us going and kept us alive during the times of pandemic and even today. So first and foremost, congratulations to you, all of you beautiful kids. And I loved your answers, the way you have prepared it. And I know who has helped you to prepare these answers. So it's so true, that I cannot control anybody else in my life. The only person that I have control is my words, my thoughts, and my actions. So in yoga, they say it is about disciplining my own life by controlling my mind, by restraining my words. So I can tell you that sometimes if I don't restrain my words, if I say whatever I feel like saying, I go haywire and I cause so much damage to myself and to my family members. And later on, I think about it, that why God, why did I do that? How many of you have felt like this? How many of you have spoken like this? Thank you, David. But I'll tell you what, it's okay. Out of 10 times, if you are able to control 8 times or 7 times, it's all right. After all, we are human beings, so we can go off the fly. But what you guys have shared today is so wonderful that, the other person's feelings, the other person's thoughts, and whatever the other person is behaving, how can I control that? And when I try to control that, what happens is there is a resistance and there is a kind of a fight between the two people, and that causes lack of peace inside our hearts. So if we really want to be peaceful in our hearts, if we really want to remain positivity, and what happens if that peace is disturbed, our productivity is gone, correct? How many of you agree that productivity is gone? We can't do any work. We are thinking only about that. There is kind of a loops happening in our brain. So there are 2 types of brain, there is a the frontal cortex, the new brain, and there is an old brain that is called the lizard brain. So when we become negative now, we operate from the lizard brain, or the amygdala, it is called. It's a small pea-sized brain, which is at the back, absolutely near the occipital lobe, at the base of the brain. And when we start operating from that part, there's a negative thought which is coming in us again and again and again and again. And it is our duty to shift from that thought to go into the frontal cortex and think about a positive thought. It's called a hack. We have to shift hack, otherwise we ruin our day, we ruin our full the activities, whatever we're supposed to be doing. The to-do list is gone, God knows where, and we go on creating that negativity, not only in our own selves, but in the surrounding atmosphere, in our family, and whoever is there with us. So the main thing that I want to tell you is that I cannot change anybody. The only way I can change anyone is if I change myself. This is a realization, and I've been talking about this for many, many days, but when it happens with you, just nearby, yesterday, today, day before yesterday, then we realize it. One more thing I'll tell you, that if you're having this negativity going inside of your heart, in your mind, in your brain all the time, you don't feel well. How many of you feel you don't feel well? You don't feel like doing anything. There's a lack of initiative. You feel bored, you feel sick, and there's no initiative at all. And you feel that, you're not feeling well, and you feel depressed. And this is one of the ways that we go down, down, down into depression. We lose our connect with the people around us. We don't want to talk to anybody. You know, I've seen it for myself also. If I've spoken rudely to somebody, I feel very bad about it later on. And then I don't want to connect with that person. And then what happens to me? I go down, down, down. And that creates negativity in me. And that is the saddest part of life, you know, that we don't even realize it. That it may be our ego, it may be our thoughts, it may be our negativity, whatever is pulling us down, it takes us down. But one thing is, remember, our performance is gone. Whatever we're talking about, our focus in life is gone. And what we want to do in our life is not there anywhere. So the next question I think that you have is, what are you passionate about? And that thing I want to tell you is that whatever you're passionate about, if you keep doing that again and again and again, and you practice doing that, maybe it is writing, maybe it is reading, maybe it is any hobby of whatever you want to do, whatever you want to become, it may be a musical instrument. The minute we start doing it again and again and again, this is called neuroplasticity. And a new pathway is set inside our brain. The more we do it, the more better we get at it. So the passion that you have, please don't allow it to go away, and make it come out. Do that guitar or do that music system, whatever you want to do, whatever you're passionate about, do it. You know, when there's a mountain and there is water falling on the mountain, how is a stream formed? Is it formed in one day? It takes many, many years for that stream to form on that mountain. It makes a trench on the mountain. Like this, we make a pathway in our brain of what we want to do, what we like to do. So do those affirmations, you know, verbalize them. You can just feel them, you know, emotionalize them, and also imagine them and visualize what you really want to do, and do the passions in your heart, in your soul, whatever you want to do. Don't forget about it. Don't let your studies, you know, take over your passions. Studies you have to do. We all have to do our studies. There is no shortcut for that. But passion is something else which is coming from within you, which could be a purpose of your life, which could be a calling which you want to do. If you want to become a doctor, it is the reason. Maybe I was asking one of the students last time, and that girl, she was so beautifully, she told me, I want to make a hospital in my village, because my hospital in the city is very far. I want to look after the people in my village. So when you have that calling, when you have some passion, whatever it may be, please do it and practice it again. And practice makes you perfect. So I want you to share your passions now. Is that all right, doctor?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so they can start sharing their passions. It would be very nice, because I heard the first part.
Okay, so you can unmute yourself now, and ma'am is going to ask one by one to you all. You please, David, will you please take up and call the students one by one, if you can do this for us? Yes, thank you.
Okay. Let me get the right view and I can see you all. Okay, so Sharia, you got your hand up. And I apologize if I got the pronunciation wrong of some of your names, not being Indian and not knowing all the pronunciations. But Sharia, you've got your hand up first, so go ahead and tell
Okay, sir.
Dr. Chada your passion.
So, ma'am, let me start by wishing you a very good evening. And I want to share today. I'm here to share my passion. So my passion is like I want to be a successful person. Like I want to help people. I can see in India, like there is very much torture or poor people. I want to remove that. I want to be everyone as equal, whether he be rich or whether he be poor. I can say in India there is very much torture and poor. So I want to I can say in Punjab there is the electricity is free, the education for the children is free. So I want to develop that thing in my country also. That's my passion, and I want especially my passion that I want to crack the all civil services examination.
Okay. All right. Abdur has got his hand up. So can you unmute yourself, Abdul? All right. Tell Dr. Chada your passion, please.
Hello, ma'am. My passion is to go to space. Right now, my passion is play volleyball and reading and coloring books. Thank you.
Wow. You want to become an astronaut, Abdul? That's one of my passions too. So
Yeah.
I'll join you in space. We can get launched together.
Thank you.
That'd be fantastic. All right. Okay. Put your hand up either using the computer or just physically put your hand up if you want to tell the doctor and I about your passions. Okay, our next one is Asna. Asna, unmute and put your camera on if you can. Yep, unmute. And then tell us about your passion.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. Should I start?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Okay.
Want for to make them happy. And you also want deeds for them.
Okay, I think yeah. All right. Okay, anybody else want to have a go? How about you, Zainab?
I'm sorry, there was. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible now. If you want to turn your camera off, that will ease the bandwidth problem. So we can hear you better if your camera's off, okay?
Okay. I'll turn my camera off.
All right.
Okay, so my passion is to help other people because it makes them happy and joyful, and that is what I want. I want to make other people happy, and we also earn good deeds for helping other people, and that is what motivates me to help more and more people. For example, in daily basis, I can help my mother in household chores, and I can help other people in homeworks and projects, and I can donate to charity.
Very good. Very good. I also suggest that you help old people in your community, older people, because they are people who've done their service to the country and also to the neighborhoods and communities, and they are in a position where they probably need help too. So help us oldies if you can, okay? Very
Yes.
good. Very good. Excellent.
Ishan wants to say something. Ishan?
Yeah, Ishan's next.
Say what you want to say, Ishan.
Okay, so my passion is to be a successful teacher in my life. So in future, when I will be a teacher, I have to influence children not only their curriculum but also in their ability to solve problems. And also in my classroom, I don't necessarily want the students to memorize facts. I will help them, and I wish I will become a successful teacher in my life, and I want to be a friend with my students. Thank you.
Fantastic. I have a lot of teachers in my family, my sister, my mum, my stepmother, one of my ex-wives, the list goes on and on and on. So it's a very noble cause. Plus, you've got Dr. Halima, who's a teacher or a former teacher, and I'm actually an English teacher right now. So you've got plenty of role models there, Shan, and you're doing a really good job in getting on with that direction. Fantastic. Okay, anybody else want to go? Tell us more stuff. Okay.
Farheen, you want to share? Share. Yeah.
Yep.
Good evening, all of you. I am Farheen. Now, one thing that passionates me is education. Passion for education, it is an enthusiasm for learning new concepts and teaching others. Thank you.
Very good. Again, a great role to be a teacher. You've got great role models around you, so that's very good indeed. I would challenge any one of you to become a future Dr. Halima, to spend your time to help teach younger children than you to become better speakers, better leaders, etc., etc. And that's a very, very noble cause. You know, we got 10, 15 students in the room in this group. So that means Dr. Halima is spreading her knowledge and her wealth of wisdom and experience to 15 more people. And that's a great start. So if each one of you could even share it with 5 more people, that's 60 people that have benefited. And I don't know what's just happened. My computer just shut down. Okay. Anyway, so I've lost, I can't see anybody now, but I can still speak. So
Is there anybody who wants to share? Anyone else who wants to share? Raise your hand. The next question is, what were the moments when you felt very happy and very motivated?
I think Anjani is left and Taha. These two are left.
Taha,
you please share what are your passions? What are you passionate about?
Ma'am,
जी बोलिए बेटा.
मैम मुझे
क्या आप करना चाहते हैं, किस चीज के लिए आपके अंदर पैशन है, किसके लिए जुनून है आपके अंदर कि आपको वो कर ही देना है, वो क्या चीज है?
मैम हाफिज.
That's really very good. You want to be a hafiz? That's really great. अंजनी, आपको क्या बनना है बेटा? आपके अंदर क्या पैशन है? अंजनी हमारी, I think there is a network issue with Anjani. So Alka ma'am, already everybody has shared. Now you can conclude with your own words.
Ma'am?
Yes?
Ma'am, Zainab Hussain.
जी Zainab, share कीजिए बेटा.
Hello teacher, my passion is I want to become a teacher. Thank you.
Wow, another teacher. That's really good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Today I am so happy to listen that you all have spoken about your passion that is under your control. Like nobody has spoken something that is impossible or something that cannot be achieved. So really I am very happy to see you all here, having your passion about doing the things, and most of you have mentioned about the teaching, about space, about helping the poor, about reaching to the people. That is really a very great sign on behalf of you. I have seen Rehan Ansari here. If Rehan can share. I think Rehan already left. Alka ma'am, Now everybody has shared. You can conclude by your concluding remarks.
So everybody has shared now?
Yes.
So the last question, I think what ma'am has put up is, what were the moments in your life when you felt good about yourself, when you felt motivated, when you felt proud about yourself, or you felt very, very happy? So those moments, can you share? Who wants to go first? Yeah, she's already raised her hand. Sharia. Start, yeah.
Okay, ma'am. So there are some moments in my life, like that time I felt like I was very happy
Can you
that I
say? I
was so
can't hear.
motivated that time. Ma'am, I am audible?
Yeah, now you're audible.
Yeah, she is audible.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So there were some moments like that. First, like I remember I was in grade 3. There was a program celebrated at our school on Teachers' Day. So my mom told me that you have to host that program. It was a grand program. And that time my mom told me you have to host this, and I was like, this is a very grand program. I am in only class 3rd. How can I host this? I cannot do that. So my teacher, her name is Malik ma'am, she told me that you have to remain motivated. Why are you telling that I cannot do? What is that thing? You are small or you cannot do it. You have to do that. So definitely you will do it. You are my student. And I prepared. I have done very much practice. I was working very hard on it for making this script. And when the program ended, everyone appreciated me that you have really done it very good. And it was the first time I was speaking in front of all. That time I felt very happy and I was like very motivated.
Wonderful. Very, very nice. Yeah. Abdul. Dur share karo, haan.
I feel happy when I joined Dr. Halima class. I gave my first speech when I was in UKG. It motivates me and makes me happy. I thank Dr. Halima ma'am.
Beautiful, Abdul Rahman. Yes. Now I think David wants to share. Yes, David.
Yeah, let me put my camera on. All right. Yeah, I've got a few happy moments in my life. When my son was born and being in there in the room and seeing a new life coming into the world. When my grandson was born, my 3rd grandson, my daughter let me into the room for that, and to see my grandson being born was amazing too. When my first book was published, I felt over the moon about that because it was a lot of hard work, but it actually was there in my hands, a physical book that I'd done. And I must say, hearing some of your speeches, the students, is just fantastic feeling too. You know, the energy, the delight, the enthusiasm, and the sheer quality of some of the speaking. And I do sincerely mean that. That's why I'm still involved in this group, because you guys inspire me so much. And Dr. Halima is a wonderful teacher, and I always learn from her too. So, yeah, those are some of the highlights and fun things in my life.
Beautiful. Now Asna is raising the hand.
Just 1 second. I have got to go. I'll just tell that if anybody shares the moments, if you really go and deeply into think about it, the moments are the moments when you connected with another human being. It could be a mom, it could be a child, it could be a friend, it could be when you feel understood by another human being, when you feel connected to another human being from your soul, from your heart, that is the time you feel very, very happy. It could be the birth of your baby or whatever it may be. But if you really go and see in the depth of your heart, it is a connection moment. And today I want to tell you, friends, that human connection is so, so, so important, because we are in the world of social media all the time, and we are distracted completely. And see, if you see yourself in this particular area, when you're in front of the camera, in front of the Zoom, or in front of the phone, this phone has taken away this rectangular piece of organ, which is there in our pockets the whole day, has taken away everything from us. And because we don't connect to human beings, we don't hear the voice of people, we don't touch, there's lack of intimacy today. That is why people are going into depression, into quietness, and into anxiety, and into panic. So I request each and every one of you that you must get into the habit of smiling at people, laughing with people, talking with people, connecting with people, hugging people. These are the ways of connection. You know, our mothers used to send us to our neighbor's house. My mom used to always tell me, whatever she prepared, now she used to tell me, go and take this into their house. I used to get very irritated, but I understood that was her way of connection. Because when we take something, we have prepared a cake or a dish to our neighbor's house, our neighbor auntie, she sends it back to us. Then we go back to her. How many of you have seen that? So neighborhood and you know, making relations in neighbors is very, very important. Our mothers were experts at all that. So today we talk about neighbors are not good, but let us be a good neighbor. Let us be a good friend. If we say that my friend is not good, if I'm a good friend, then my friend is going to be good. The only exception is a mother. Even if I'm rude to my mother is still going to love me, still going to do everything to me. So let us be nice to people and let us connect with people, because connection is the thing which makes us happy. The second thing which makes you happy is when you become grateful. When you start thinking that, okay, today I'm alive, my God, so many people are dead. They didn't have the fortune of getting up in the morning. And today I can see, I can hear, I can talk, I can walk, I can do the things with my hands. There's so much to be grateful for, friends. And if you start writing every day in your diary, in your book, journaling, there is a connection made between your hands and your brain and the things that you're talking about. So when we appreciate the things that we have, we get more of those things. And when we say, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have that, I don't have that, then that is what we get. So these are the two things I wanted to share with you. The happy moments are the grateful moments, and they're the connection moments. And we have mirror neurons. So when I see someone talking happy things, I become happy. When I see violence, I get upset. When I see somebody is jealous, and when I see somebody is hating somebody, we don't like it. So mirror neurons are present in each of us. And when we see beauty and we see love and we see happiness in front of us, we feel the same thing. So let's spread happiness. And that's all I wanted to say. Thank you very much.
Very good. Very good, Alka ma'am. And with this, actually, we have to close the session. And David, you want to say something before concluding?
Sure. This is another very good session. So we've had 2 great sessions in a row so far this week, and things are getting better and better. Thank you, Doctor, for helping out tonight and coming along, and inspiring the class and inspiring me as usual. Dr. Lima, as usual, a brilliant job you've done of getting this thing organized and prepared and everything else like that. Students, thanks for attending. I'm sure you learned a lot, and very inspiring. And I have to say, Abdur's circle of influence was fantastic. That was the moment of the evening. And, you know, Abdur, you put it as a thing you can't influence, loving your mother. Yes, you can. Just keep smiling, being cute, being nice and wonderful as always. And students and adults alike, be nice to everybody. Because if you're nice to everybody, they'll be nice back to you. And back over to you, Doctor.
Thank you very much, David. Yes, if we are nice to others, others are going to be nice with us. With this thought, let us conclude this session. It was a great session. Thank you for your sharing. And tomorrow we are going to have another challenging task that's going to be in the group. So please be familiar with your group members so that you can connect with them. You can connect over the phone or maybe over the Zoom. Yes.
Ma'am, what about the leaders of the day? You have not shared.
I already shared. Early morning, I have written. It is there in the group chat. Just share. Look at the chat. Whereas wrote Asna's name wrong. I wrote Sana. Isn't it Asna?
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Ishan, Asna, these 2 are leaders today, isn't it?
Yes,
because what I do is that I open the house just a few minutes before 6 o'clock. Okay. So whosoever is sharing till 6 o'clock, I consider them as leaders. Like I consider them as the first people who have shared. And if your affirmation is after 6, then it is just getting a point for the affirmation. Okay. Just be ready with your affirmations. As soon as the house opens, you share in that.
Okay, ma'am. Allah Hafiz.
Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. Good night.